I'm Sarah with Yours Truly Media, and today we're going to be talking about off-camera flash and show you some tips and tricks to take your wedding photography to the next level. As a wedding photographer, we learn to master all types of lighting. From natural light to flash, we need to be masters at controlling and using light. Once you have learned the basic tools of using your flash on camera and can control its power in manual mode, you can move on to setting up your speed lights off of your camera. Off-camera flash is when you set up your lighting off of your camera onto a light stand. Your camera will trigger the flash to go off when you take a photo and will help create more dynamic photographs. To start the setup, you will need a light stand and some type of mount for your flash and a trigger for your camera. We like the Godox brand speed lights because they have built-in trigger systems, lithium-ion batteries that'll last all day, so you can start with just 2 speed lights to learn off-camera flash. The first part of this process is more technical. You need to connect your flash to your camera trigger. This is done by setting your trigger or on-camera flash to the main mode, shown with an M. You will then need to set your off-camera flash to secondary or S mode. This means the main trigger or speed light will trigger the S light to fire when the shutter is pressed. You will need to balance your camera settings and your flash settings for a proper exposure. It's important to set your camera settings first to expose for the natural ambient light that you would like to include. This will help either show off the location you've chosen or hide it if it's distracting. Next, you'll decide where your subject is going to be and the direction you want the light to be coming from. The best location for your off-camera speed light will be between 45 and 90 degrees from your subject. Make sure you're using a diffuser or a grid on your speed light pointed towards your subject's faces to control the spill or the softness of the light on your subject. The grid will help focus more light on your subject's faces and will help avoid spillage around them, showing things that you don't want to eliminate. You can also stack the grid with the bulb diffuser. Now you'll set your off-camera flash power to help highlight your subjects. If it's an indoor shot or outdoor sunset night shot, start with 1/8 to 1/16 power and adjust depending on how close your subject is to the light. There will be some trial and error involved here. If you are shooting an outdoor bright sun situation, you will need much more power. That way you can get the flash to balance the sun and see the background of your images. For these, try bare bulb and shoot full power. If you have a higher powered light, like the Godox 8200, that would be best used here. Just remember, if you were shooting your speed light at full power, there will be a longer recycle time needed, so take a few seconds in between shots. Once you've mastered this process, you can start to add in additional lights. Try directly behind your subjects or behind them at the opposite 45 and 90 degree angles. This will help give your images even more dimension and help your subjects stand out from the background. This is also a great tool for formal reception dances. You can even try it during sunset and night shots. Another way to utilize your off-camera flash for receptions can be putting multiple light stands in the corner of the room. Anywhere from 2 to 4 lights is needed. If you have a nice white ceiling or a tent to work with, you can point your bare flashes towards the ceiling and the light will bounce evenly around the room. If you are working with a dark, tall, or wood ceiling, we recommend pointing your lights towards the center of the dance floor. Always be cautious of where you set up your stands so guests aren't tripping on them. Adding CTO gels will help soften the light and match the warmth of the venue. When using multiple flashes like this, you can keep the power a little lower, around 1/64. We definitely recommend trying this at home for practice before your next event. We hope this helps you start to feel more confident when using your flash off of your camera and get some creativity flowing at your next wedding.